I think it would be best if we jumped right into the action because the party has just defeated my group of sad little demons. Never had a chance. Sad.
They even called another
Defeated
one
them, but defeating this little group of demons was not Seraphina's goal when she entered Trapsborough. It was to find a demonic tome capable of summoning great and powerful beasts from the abyss. Having no idea where that book is, her search continues.
Uh-oh.
She's raising her hand, so I'm going to ask her directly, Seraphina. What do you do?
I'm looking for a hidden door in this room.
All right, you're going to be searching around. I'm pretty sure that you can go ahead and make a perception check for that.
No, wait,
While she's making her perception check, you can do your thing, Quigley, which is probably to read some comments.
Perfect. Read some comments.
28.
Wow.
Whoa.
So, Michael Casevin, you might want to read this one by Michael Casevin.
Me?
Yes,
go.
Yes,
Is that
of
weird?
course. No.
Super special guest star. Woo!
Yay.
And
That's me.
Ruth Renault says, JimJam is awesome with his on-cam quesadilla. And now we have brought up Ruth Renault's name. I think this might be a perfect opportunity to do something, Lord Markus.
We should do something.
Beard-
That's
beard
correct.
thing.
So if we could put up the McManly beard oil information right down here in the info cam area.
Right there.
A couple weeks ago, Quigley and I mentioned that our beards were being sponsored by McManly Beard Oil, and they were willing to provide to you prizes galore if you would simply write a story, ballad, poem, song, note about our beards, and give them to us, and Quigley and I would choose our favorites, and if we chose yours, you would win the fantastic beard oil from McManly Beard Oil. However, fear not, if you do not win, in right now's giveaway that we're about to reveal, you could use the discount code DAS free shipping at checkout, all caps, one word. And guess what? You get free shipping.
And I do have to say, it is completely worth it. I use it all the time.
Me too. Just kidding.
My favorite scent is the sequoia. Mrs. Quigley likes it as well.
Oh, you use it too?
I think Mrs. Quigley likes my scent better, Quigley.
No, she does not.
Mrs. Quigley, could you clarify whether you're a fan of dragon's blood or not?
I actually have tried dragon's blood, and she likes sequoia better.
On him, I like sequoia. I love the smell of dragon's blood, though.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Gotcha. She says mine's better, so you guys couldn't hear. She said mine was better.
So I believe that I would like to announce my winner.
You can announce your winner.
And it is very clear choice for me because it's the person whose comment we just read, Ruth Renault, and her wonderful song. Oh, it was amazing! And I hope somebody posts a link to that song right
Yeah, it's
now
pretty
because
bad.
all of you should see it. It's very fun.
Why don't we play it real fast? Just,
Yeah,
just a moment of the song, if we
Play
could.
Ruth.
The
Okay.
part about me.
Oh, God.
Ah! It's the first part.
Many years ago, words are better than one. When you were out adventuring, double the beards, double the fun. When he began adventuring, quickly so young appeared. He leveled up and skills increased because of his marvelous beard. Quickly so set with his Jonathan left, no one can really tell why. Here's a joke, they just can't compare. Or that's a lackluster call.
That's right, he is!
I heard a saying many years ago, two heads are better than one.
I'm going to make it my ringtone.
So I'm going to interrupt the song and say congratulations, Ruth Renault. You are a winner. And if you guys want to hear the rest of the song, you should go check out Ruth's YouTube page, which I believe is her last name, Renault Music. R-E-N-E-A-U Music.
Does
and you can
Ruth
check
have to grow a beard now?
You can check out
No, I
the
believe
link
Ruth
in the description.
is giving it to
in the chat below.
Boyfriend, I believe. She does have a beard in her heart, though.
Now,
She can use it wherever she wants.
That should be a feat. That should be a feat in Pathfinder is bearded heart.
A bearded heart?
Yes.
You can get a spell called Iron Beard, which makes your beard turn into like a prehensile weapon.
That's
you can
it! I'm
strike
becoming a
people with.
wizard! Multi-classing into a wizard!
Oh my gosh, no,
It's
that's
awesome.
Prehensile beard.
So very quickly, I want to announce my winner, but there is what do we?
Well, it's a runner-up, but
Honorable mention.
an honorable mention.
Honorable mention to Kyle D. Adams, who wrote a story this page long and then that page long.
2 pages?
Oh my
Two
gosh.
pages
How many words?
about Marcus's beard.
Yes.
About
However,
Marcus's beard?
However, he is
There's
the
that much to
resident
write about?
troll, so
a lot to write about.
automatically he's excluded from winning prizes. correct?
Now,
That's not nice.
There is a winner, though. Very quickly here, I'm going to read the winner's ballad, poem,
Yes.
sonnet.
Sonnet.
Lo, there do I see the majesty of Master Marcus's beard. Lo, there do I pause in awe at the grooming of a man of magic. Lo, there do I wait with bated breath at each cast of fiery doom. Lo, there do I witness the magnificence before mine eyes. Lo, there, my God, to behold the glory of an artist of the arcane. Lo, there do I bid him grace the world with his presence, that all may benefit from the viewing of a gracious being who takes such pride in the manliness of such a beard. Lo, there do I admire and covet the beard he has labored over. Lo, there do I gaze at the lush splendor unwittingly drawn, for there has rarely been as lustrous and regal beard before his. That's amazing.
Lord
And that-
Marcus, you almost made me weep with joy about your beard.
That is Melanie Seals. So congratulations, Melanie. Congratulations, Melanie and Ruth. All you have to do is send us your information on where to ship your goods. Send it to our Facebook page. We'll get those out to you as quickly as possible. 2 lady winners, probably giving them to the men in their lives,
Or using
we're
them on
jealous.
other parts.
Wherever they want.
Wherever they want.
We are not ones
Great.
to.
Let's get into the game. Congratulations.
But Michael Casevan says, if you get over 100 shares, you have to upload a video of the whole team and Satine dancing.
So we just dance right here, right now.
There was
We
lots
just
of
did.
dancing.
Dungeon great. Dungeon great is great.
All right,
Oh, that's
so,
great. Dungeon
Marcus-
great is great. That's right.
Marcus is just going to say to you guys, so why don't we go to the Naiad?
I love going to the Naiad.
But I feel like we really need to search this room. There might be another door. And I know it's here.
After your very thorough search of the room, you are fairly certain that this is the end of this particular little system of hallways and rooms.
It is not here. I'm certain of it. We must go elsewhere to find this book. And if it's outside of this warehouse, I don't know where it is.
I hold up not the cracker I'm eating. I hold up the drink coin, and I say, "Well, this is from the Naiad, and
Time to
that guy
drink?
had it.
Curious. We should investigate further.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Give her the drink
I
token."
don't drink.
Okay.
Oh,
take
they
it
love
back.
me at the Naiad.
You should probably use it.
Oh, Tim.
Okay.
So we go to the Naiad.
So we come
I'm
out of
gonna
the
detect magic on this
come out of the
thing.
tunnel.
You detect no magic. It appears to be a regular
tunnel.
old
Really bright.
thing.
Yes, very bright.
You go to the Naiad. You emerge from.
Oh boy.
When we get to the Naiad,
Yes?
I flip Carl a gold piece and I say, drinks all around!
Nice. Give me a second, though. I haven't described the whole scene, all right? You just
Oh, no,
cutting
yes,
in there.
please.
You just want it to
Flavor
be a
text.
party about Quigley.
But it's in the afternoon.
You know, this goes back to your flavor stuff, and
No, I
he just
wanna hear
doesn't
it.
care about it.
I
You don't
care
have
about
flavor
Quigley's
text.
What do
flavor.
we see?
Yeah, what do we see?
You guys emerge from the hidden basement. Do you want to tell Swiftwinds about this area? Do you wish not to? Do you wish to talk to them all
before we go
you
up there,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Quigley and other holy person, don't you want to take the dead bodies up so they can be buried properly? Or are we just leaving them like we normally? Leaving? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're leaving.
No,
So
that.
I pick them and spit on them too. I just go, those Scraggles do it.
And Satine smites you for desecrating the dead.
Shame! We will tell them
Okay.
because they should clean it up.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, like that would certainly be something that you could send the town guard, the goon guards down there and take
It's
care
their
of
trash.
it while you go tend to other men. That's something that you would normally do. Like you have more important things to do, so you would send the lackeys to go
Have I
take
ever
care of
seen
it.
Jason talking to Amy? Because they both work at Swiftwinds. Maybe he's my love interest in the show.
No, you have not. You've not
thinks
seen
that's
her
his
with
love
Amy,
interest.
or Amy with him.
Interest.
But you head to
She
the
hates me.
you head to the least reputable drinking establishment in town, the Naiad.
Oh, yeah.
You go inside, and even during the day, there is a haze of smoke and several downtrodden patrons who are much happier now that there is a round of drinks on the house, courtesy of Quigley. Carl takes the coin, as it never turns a coin down.
Is Tim there?
You don't see Tim. Tim
It's
is
too
he's not a
early.
day drinker,
I know,
but he's definitely a heavy night drinker.
11.
So I say, Serafina, if you wouldn't mind accompanying me to the bar, I go to Carl.
Okay,
And I walk
Carl
with
is there.
And I say, as we're walking up and I see Quigley's walking up, I say, Serafina, I feel that a woman of your skills is best suited for handling this particular situation. His skills, however, are not necessary for this.
He's for putting in front of us during combat.
This is not a. This is
see
the
what you're saying.
opposite of a combat situation.
Gotcha. You should stay behind. You're not needed right now.
Oh, really? I have the best relationship with Carl. No, he's just the barkeeper.
Shall we?
I warned you. We go up to the bar, and I place down the drink token on the bar. I say, "Hi, Carl. How are you?"
Fine.
I say, "What can you tell me about Jason Creevy and why he may have had this drink token?"
And I slide him 8 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
I wanted to
You,
give it to an even number.
He takes the coins. As soon as they hit the bar, he's like sweeping them into his
We've
pockets.
done this before, Carl and I.
You intend to cash that in,
Yes, say yes.
or do you just want to talk about Jason?
I say, "Well, let's cash it in, but we should talk about Jason anyways, don't you think? I mean, right, Quigley?" And I nudge Quigley super hard, and I say, "Right, Quigley? Don't we want to also ask about?"
Yes, and I slide 53 silver pieces across the table.
He's just sweeping coins. He seems like he doesn't even look at you, Quigley. He's just sweeping coins into his apron pockets.
I say, "So, tell me about Jason." And there you go, cashing it in.
The boy worked at Swiftwinds and came in here from time to time. Talked to some of the people. Was a decent enough lad.
Who did he talk to the most?
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. He takes the drink token, disappears into the back, comes back a
Brian
minute
Newman,
later.
by the way,
He's gone
wanted
for
to
a.
correct you from the
Right.
chat. Brian Newman wanted to correct you. Tim is Quigley's love interest.
Yes.
not
Not
Carl.
true, Tim!
He always tries to
Tim
do
is Lady Alex's
Brian.
love.
He tries to do weird stuff with Tim.
I don't know.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
getting information.
You're always trying to.
Squire Quigley has no love interest but Abigail.
Who's Abigail?
You don't know anything.
He's gone. Carl's gone for a good 2 minutes, but then he comes back, and he wants you to take your drinks over at that table there. He points to one of the tables in the corner.
I say, we'll do that indeed, Carl.
Okay.
I say, well, this is where we go over. Sit down.
Is it the same table that,
feel like she's a little
that we
Abed.
saw that man at
Community.
that only comes around about once a month that Sir Crag and I try to follow up? Is it in that same
It is
area?
near that table. It's not the same one, but it's very near it.
Right.
So you guys sit down. Who's at the table? There's enough space for total of 4 people at the table. Everybody else can distribute themselves how they want.
I feel like Craig and I have been sitting at the other table just watching
All right, Quigley wants
them.
to be there for certain.
Are we near you guys? Are we near this table?
Markus is there.
Craig?
You watch
Reluctantly.
our backs.
Should I just sit with
Reluctantly
you guys?
sits
Or are you
down.
asking me to sit with you guys at the
Are you
table?
going to stand by us?
Yeah, I'll stand. I'm gonna stand my arms crossed.
All right, we got our bouncer. I'm at the table. I'll be at the table.
I'm going to take one of the drinks from the bar before heading to the table. So
Yeah.
I take 2 drinks, and 1 drink I'm going to bring over to Alex and set it in front of her and put my hand on her shoulder and cast message on it.
Okay.
Oh, you're sitting at the table? All right, then I'll leave a space open for whoever's going
Okay,
to sit
so you
there,
leave a
and
space
I will,
open.
stand over
And
here
then I'll
with
go
you.
sit
Okay.
over
I
at this
don't need
table.
to sit.
All right. So the 3 of you sitting at the table.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
A while passes. You guys are left to your own devices for quite a while. Maybe close to an hour. But
An hour
maybe,
alone?
yeah.
With these people?
With these people.
This is miserable.
I think he ran.
Do I just sit?
ran.
Carl's still there, right?
Carl's still there, tending the bar. He doesn't even see. He seems to be mostly ignoring you unless you order more drinks, and then he'll bring you drinks.
Lady Alex and I have been playing drinking games.
You've been playing drinking games with
We
Lady
have?
Alex.
I'm
many
not
drinks
drinking
have
that
we all
much.
had?
I need to pay attention.
I really want to try slide a hand of oil and tag it in Quigley's drink. Not going to. Just letting you know I really want to.
At some point, while you guys are talking, a woman approaches the table, sits down in the empty seat, reaches across the table and grabs the drink in front of you, slides it over, takes a big gulp, slams it down on the table, looks at the lot of you, says, "Nick Faraway, you rang?"
Nick Faraway. It's a pleasure, Nick. What can you tell us about Jason Creed?
Jason was a boy I did business with sometimes. Now, do you have business to do with me? I hope.
Yep, we sure do. We're looking for an item that may have traveled through, we'll say, swift winds. But I think we both know where. And we're just looking to track down that item. So,
Swift Winds does business in a lot of sundries, friend.
yeah, but it was recently a leather tome,
A book.
a book.
I don't have any books. Don't deal in them.
But you know who does.
I would like to detect lies,
Okay?
discern lies.
Discern lies. You can almost smell the untruth coming off of her.
I squeeze your arm so hard.
Who's our NPC?
Nick Faraway is being played by Zoe Gallion. Zoe, it's you. Thanks for giving us that photo.
I
If you
love
want
it.
to be an NPC in the game, just send the page the highest possible quality you can photo of your head and shoulders only, and we'll get you in the game.
That's
amazing.
Make it happen.
Is she?
Pretty cool. We put our fans in.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
So
Yeah,
is that?
Um,
Is she just a very small person sitting in a large chair, or what?
I think it's a bench, Craig.
Oh, she's lounging on a bench.
She's lounging.
And she isn't that the same pose that Rose took in Titanic?
Almost. Just
No, it's
It was like that.
without
The
clothes.
best thing to do, Craig,
That's awesome.
is to alienate the NPCs, the fans that send in their photos to us. Make them feel really bad about the way we put them in the photos.
I think Zoe makes a great Nick Faraway.
Yes.
And Nick Faraway is looking right at you.
After I've screamed, I go, I'm sorry, I have a condition. And
lycanthropy.
When Nick goes and sits down, we
Yeah.
are eyes
Okay, so you're
on the
paying
table.
attention to this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuming. Do you want to say
I say, Nick, I'm afraid,
Oh, he-
I'm afraid that you probably misspoke because my friend here thinks so. Maybe you could assuage her of her fears.
Well, the plain truth is that I don't have any books. And that's just honest.
You don't have.
But I may have seen a book bound in leather recently. It's possible. Though memory is a little fuzzy.
I look at Sabrina and I say, well, her memory's fuzzy.
Do
Not at the table.
I'm gonna.
say Oh,
you're not.
Did you say Sassafras?
Yeah, they're nearby.
No, I thought it said
I'm gonna
Sarah.
message Marcus as I'm. Can we hear this a little bit?
Make perception checks.
Aren't we all
The
two?
each of you.
I don't know how many gold pieces.
Me too. I rolled an 8.
Oh no, I'm just 8.
8 plus 9.
17.
17.
You would assume. I mean, the church sends you with enough like you could make basically any reasonable, like, if you like you get like on an inquisition, they give you bribe money and whatnot. So you have definitely a reasonable amount that you would. It's about how much do you think it's worth to you is what you're judging at this point.
10 gold pieces.
Well, yeah, there was definitely there was a book. Somebody wanted to sell me it, but you know I don't deal in books. No, nobody I know wants a book, so I didn't want to buy it.
And this person that wanted to sell it to you, they got a name? I look at Seraphina and I go, memory's still fuzzy.
5 more gold pieces.
You know, I don't know that I can help you today, really.
Can I hear it? I rolled
What
a.
were your perception
it?
checks?
17.
17? Yeah, you hear most of the important bits.
And I messaged to Marcus, do you need me to threaten her?
Does she hear, do you need me to threaten her?
Let's find out.
Oh, I forgot it was like.
She doesn't react.
Brian Summer says, bound in leather recently? Why, yes, I have.
I would like to intimidate her just by my sheer eyeball stare.
I'm intimidated.
Just
Just
eyeball
the
it. Go ahead and make
heat
that
of
intimidate
my
check.
Anger.
Go ahead and
drinking
make
my
that
drink.
intimidate check.
Oh, come on. I do, however, that's a 14. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
14. Lucas Martinez says, does she do business in bear traps?
Look, I really wish there was more I could do for you, but
5 gold pieces. I'll take it and give us the information.
oh, all right. It's all coming back to me now. You see, I was sitting here,
coming back
on a day much like today. 2 days pass, and a young woman approaches me, desperate, scared. She has this book. She says she needs to get rid of it fast. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Now I smell something fishy. So I tell her no, I don't want it. And that's the end of the story.
Is it a
Does
continuous?
she have a name?
Oh, I assume so.
So I messaged Marcus.
Is it a
But
I said-
seriously, if I just start telling, if I start giving the names of every person who comes to see me, the jails would be full by midnight. I mean, I'm sure you're aware that not everything I'm doing here is exactly legal. It's very difficult for me to just give up names.
This is not. This is too much. That 20 gold pieces is far too much.
Oh, you know, fun. Fine. It was Amy Elfer.
Lies! You are a liar!
Do a bluff.
Lies! I jump up and say lies! This woman right here is a liar! This one!
I make
Sit
a
down.
perception check to see if I hear that.
Okay, you hear it. Everyone hears it.
Amy! Amy, my Amy?
You, as he's yelling and like leaping to his feet, you see several other bar patrons who had been coming in are like watching this, and they all have their hands down at their waists, and like you can tell like something is getting tense here.
Marcus?
She is not
Don't
alone.
worry, everybody. Don't worry. And I flip Carl another gold piece for more drinks. for him.
They don't like those people that you see are not like these are not just like you can tell these are not just patrons. These are
They're there
people who
with
are
Nick.
with her who have been watching this take place, and they're getting tense.
How many are there?
3.
There are
Three?
3 of them, yeah.
Please tell
I
Lord
stand
Marcus
up.
to
Nobody's
calm
drawn
down.
weapons
That's
yet,
fine.
but you can tell they're watching this now excited.
So I messaged Marcus, calm down. There's 3.
I'm sorry,
men.
you said, I'm sorry. You probably just misspoke. I misheard something. It's loud in here. There's a lot of drinking going on. You obviously said April? Yes?
Wrong
No,
month.
I'm
dude.
sorry, friend. I don't know what your connection to her is, but
Are you
it was
lying?
Amy. No, I'm not lying.
Is she lying?
You wanted information. You paid for it. I gave it to you. Business transaction complete. You are not Like at this point, like before it was really a game. She wanted to see how far could she take this, how much. But now that she's gotten what she wants, and now it's kind of the game's up for her. So you can see like now she's ready to be just done with this now.
Thank you for your time. The
course.
church, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you didn't buy that book. Hey, we gotta go. Hey, you guys, come on, we gotta go. Well, come on. And I start marching out
Why
of
is he so
the naiad.
jumpy?
It's
There's
his.
this girl who
Yeah.
threw all the stuff in the fountain.
We're on to Swiftwinds. Drink on me.
Going back to Swiftwinds, Marcus is hard. He's like up and out. Like he is marching
This is
out the
weird.
door.
I follow him.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
Yeah.
following.
I said, come on, quickly, we're gonna stride boldly forward. Let's go.
He's moving
Gotta
so
go.
fast.
Gotta go, come
Weird.
on. We're going to
Luggage
Swiftwinds.
with legs.
All right. You make it to Swiftwinds without a
I thought they said
problem.
Pop Rocks.
There's still quite a bit of excitement over there, especially after the discovery of bodies and this secret basement that Swiftwinds had no idea about that.
Yeah, sure.
And
No,
so
not a
that,
problem. Going to the guard, saying, hey, I gotta go buy a thing. Gotta buy things.
You, I mean,
At the
yeah,
Swiftwinds.
sure, walk in. You're
We're going
wearing
in, we're going to
clothes now,
Swiftwinds.
so
Come on,
nobody
let's go buy
tries to
stuff.
stop you.
I say, hello, Amy. Amy's here, right? Amy, I want to do business with Amy. Amy's the saleswoman I'm looking for.
Amy hasn't been to work in near a week.
What?
She hasn't been coming in.
Then who did I give flowers to?
The guard at the door. You said to hold on to them and give them to Amy when you saw her, and she hasn't been back. So
Why hasn't she been back?
I don't know.
No one's checked on her? What news is there?
I don't know. The girls probably run off.
What do you mean run off?
I don't know. It happens from time to time.
I'm here.
Young people get bored with Trapsborough and they run off. Especially after she was spurned by some jackass.
Jack! Jack!
You know, she was
wow.
probably feeling brokenhearted and ran off.
I had heard such tales.
Oh, we saw the.
I
tails.
heard that there was a we should check on her. Where does she live?
I want to make you roll dice, but
No, I think you should.
I think you should.
It's a 12 plus
12?
What am I rolling?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy? It's probably a 12.
12? That's enough. I mean, yeah, you're not asking her. Good idea. You should check on her.
Absolutely.
He gives you
don't
an
know who
address.
he
She
is.
has an apartment in town where she was living.
I'm a hero of Trapsborough. Quigley, you shut your mouth.
That's not.
He also has the authority of the governor.
I also have the authority of an
Is
inquisitor.
that a real sneeze?
Yes, it was.
Oh
These
my
chili
God.
mangoes just went straight into my face.
Great. We go to the place that she tells me.
Okay.
This
my
person tells me.
Yeah, sure. And Marcus
blew out my eardrum.
turns around and marches off like he is on a mission.
I like this, Marcus. I'm with him.
This is really
All right.
weird.
So you guys are just following
are
Marcus.
going.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I feel like
Great.
he knows what he's doing.
John
Yeah.
Goodman, by the way, earlier said Marcus looks up from his drink and yet again ponders why he involves himself with others so unbecoming of a wizard except for Alex because hashtag Marcus reasons. Now I'm really wondering because these people are just dragging their feet and they're just lollygagging. We gotta go.
You find
We're going behind
with
you.
you.
Amy's apartment easily enough.
I sure do. I
It's
make mental
obviously
note of the address.
sure. Yeah, I mean, you'll definitely be able to remember it when you come back.
Yep.
It's not a very lavish place. Clearly, she lived on her own and was living
knock
off
on the door.
Swiftwind's salary, which is much. You hear no response.
Table.
I knock again.
Break your dice can.
Just open it already.
There's no response.
Dice cam broken.
Open it.
I try to open it.
It is locked.
Crag.
No, wait. Let's not.
I break the door down. This is no time for
See if you get max damage.
You smash the door in. It goes flying. It just collapses inward and is now
ridiculous.
laying in the middle of this room.
Are there people watching this?
I mean, yeah,
Inquisitor
people
business.
definitely notice. This is the middle of the day.
Inquisitor business. Mind your own.
Oh my gosh.
Move
Everybody
about,
certainly.
everyone.
I just couldn't open the door.
I see the door go flying in.
Sticker, we need a crit open a door sticker.
I see the door go flying in, and I go, good. That was a little good. And we go in.
Okay, you go
Emmy!
in.
Emmy!
You see that this
It's
place
me!
is not very large,
me.
and it is empty.
What?
There is nobody here.
No one here.
No one here. You
Not-
see the bed.
not an Amy.
The bed is unmade. You see
I tested-
Oh,
that.
there's still furniture.
Huh? There is still furniture,
okay.
but it doesn't look like. You see that like there's a chest of drawers and like the drawers have been open and there's a lot of stuff. Like it looks like pretty quick, especially you recognize like obviously there was a hasty flight from here. And then make perception checks.
One!
Nice.
30.
Huh?
30.
30.
13 plus 9.
Yeah, whatever.
Want 30.
That was 13 plus
17.
Okay.
18 plus 9,
15.
22.
22.
Seraphina, you are looking about. You're noticing all your spidey senses are tingling. You notice, okay, she grabbed some clothes quickly. She didn't stop to clean up anything. You still see like half an eaten breakfast. You see like all this stuff around. Like, clear, like you're thinking hasty flight, and then you hear your eyes lock on a closet door, and you hear scratching, a very faint, almost imperceptible scratching sound from beyond the door.
I'm looking under the bed. I'm flipping up the
Yeah.
sheets. Looking in.
All right. I go. I'm going to use my scimitar. Because it's magical, and then I.
She wasn't pointing at you.
She pointed at both of us.
I
And then she
pointed
looked
her
at him.
to tell him to go in there.
Okay.
So I go and I, with my shield up,
I'll be right behind him.
open the closet door.
You open the door. Roll a reflex save. Who was near Quigley? Did you
I
go
was
up by the door?
behind him.
All right, so you roll a reflex save as well.
19 on my die.
Whoa!
That almost assures
my
that I'm
8.
not going to do well. Ah, 13!
13. As soon as you throw open the door, there is a whooshing sound and a blast of cold air. Not just cold, but bitingly freezing. Washes over the both of you. You, Quigley, are hit full force by this blast of air. You take 4 points of cold damage, and you are sickened.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Alex, you take 2 points of cold damage and are not sickened, but let's all roll initiative.
And you know, I'm just looking up the sickened condition in my wonderful Pathfinder player character folio. Everything is right here. It is
Wonderful
so
that it has that
nice.
information about what negatives you're going to take, right for you to see.
So I'm just letting you know.
This is very peaceful music for a fight. This is good. By the way, big shout out to our tech team making all the show come together. So thank you, tech team.
Yes, tech team!
You can follow them on their social medias, which I'm sure will pop up here sometime in the info cam. And by here, I mean over there in the info cam. I always forget that it's over there to me, but down there in the info cam, there will be their social medias.
I have a 9.
9?
Uh-huh.
Quiggles. That's not very good.
I don't take -2 on that for sickened.
I don't believe so.
It doesn't say so.
It doesn't
It's
say
in my
so?
handy character folio.
Alex, where's your initiative?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. 13 plus my 4, 17.
17. Whew. Seraphina.
24.
Oh, goodness. Head of the pack, as always. Marcus.
I'm very concerned about everything else. I'm at a 6.
I was going to put you right over here at the edge. Craig.
19.
19. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
This is very similar to last.
Seraphina, you are the first. You see these two stumble back after getting blasted with frigid, icy air. Beyond them, you catch a glimpse of another one of these creatures, but rather than the fiery red-orange glow, this one looks to be made almost entirely of ice.
A demon?
It certainly looks that way.
Okay. I'm not familiar with this, but I think I want to do Bane
Do what?
Is this Bane as a swift act?
Bane, yes. Basically, you declare a type of creature, and your weapon gets an additional bonus damage against that type of creature. So,
That creature!
that type, it is an outsider. So, you would be, yes.
This is all peaceful music
You
still.
rush up past your allies and swing, I assume.
I would like to push them out of the way for safety.
Yes.
And swing my mace.
Swing it calmly like the
Ding.
music
Oh,
says.
come on. 7, 8, 9, wait, 11?
11, not quite enough. You swing, but the creature dances out of your way of your blade. You smash down against the floor. Splinters of wood go flying up, but you are unable to connect with this creature.
So cold, I can't.
Alex, now Seraphina is
problem.
in your way, so you would not be able to get up and attack this round because
Okay.
it's still in the closet.
Do I still have the troll oil on my weapon, or is it gone now?
No, that
It's been
only
an hour?
lasted for 3 minutes.
So okay, so I'm going to, since I can't get out of the way, I'm going to take a 5-foot step back and
Okay.
put oil on the rapier.
You have another bless. Okay.
I just dipped. Yeah.
No,
Give it to her.
no, she
Oh, you can only
has
literally
one.
yeah,
use it
you
once.
apply it. Yeah, when you apply it once,
Never
it
mind.
gets used up.
Okay, then
Did I not give it to her?
no, I only
know.
got
In my
one.
mind, I was like, I'm going to give her the troll.
You know, you gave me.
Oil.
You did give her the blessed
But I only have one.
weapon.
No, I thought
Okay,
I was. I
it's
thought
fine.
I had planned
So she's in my way.
Yeah, she's currently blocking the access to this creature.
So then I'll just step back at the ready.
Crag, same deal. It's tight corners, so I don't know. I don't know.
I
what
hate
good
demons. I'm
options you
power
are.
attacking it.
What?
She's in your way. There's no way for you to get up there. You could get on the other side. You could, but it'll get cover against you because
Go
you'll have to
between her
be
legs.
going through
Go under her.
through the
Slide.
corner of the door.
Jump, slide, cut.
Jump slide.
Throw something at it.
Do a jump slide.
Can I slide under her legs?
You are
Shoot
far
your
too large for
crossbow.
that.
She's in her way. Literally.
Can you?
I don't think so.
Yes, you can.
Can
You just take
I
it.
push her out of the way? I can't even get up there, huh?
If you wanted to kind of be on the side and attack through like a little, it would have a lot of cover against you. But I would say you could get to the side and make an attack if you wanted to.
Yes.
But it's going to be
Sounds
tough.
lovely.
I would. Yes.
Okay.
I would
So
very
you get to the
much
side
want
and
to.
try to awkwardly get your hammer through like the side of the door. Go ahead and roll
With
your
power.
attack. With power. Roll your attack.
Whoa, that's frightening.
Oh!
Scary.
Ooh.
I have the power. 18 plus 8.
I've got the power.
18
Does that get?
plus 8.
Does that get through there?
You get through it. Roll your damage.
Oh!
He's going to squish it.
I get
Sounds so
18.
demonic.
18 points of
18
damage. You
damage.
smash this thing, shattering its icy body into millions of tiny little pieces that immediately begin to melt and evaporate, killing it in one single mighty blow.
Wow.
There is no other apparent danger.
Amy!
Seraphina, with your 30 perception check, as you were looking around, one thing that caught your eye just before you heard the sounds of the scratching claws, you noticed that there was a, under the table, there was a note, like a piece of paper that had fallen, which I was supposed to actually like write and provide, but I didn't do that. Guys, I didn't do it. I don't have it. I don't have the physical
I like
piece of
when you
paper.
do
Oh, show's
that.
over.
Show's
That's
over,
it,
guys.
show's over.
I
Thanks
casually
a lot.
walk to the table
Quesadillas.
What does it say? Can I write it?
and I read it.
It says, Dear Amy, you can use the cabin.
That's it.
Aunt Lysa.
I was moving my mouth. That's what I said.
You can use the cabin and what?
Aunt Liza.
Yeah, like-
So, Shal, can we get an update on the chat? I believe our chat is behind the scenes. We can update that. You said that out loud?
yes.
Well, let's go to the cabin. Where's the cabin?
in the woods.
I don't know what it says.
Cabin in the woods.
How long do I
Make a
stay
knowledge local
sickened?
check. Huh?
How long do I stay sickened?
Once you're out, like, it's only for a few seconds. After you're out of combat, it won't even be.
Jim,
Yeah.
roll the dice. It's gonna be amazing. I have no knowledge local that's gonna help me. That was a 14. Nope, that was less than that. I want to try to remember conversation that I'm sure I had with Amy. She did so much like to talk, and I'm a very good listener, especially when I've been drinking.
Especially when you've been
So
drinking.
I'm going to remember because I'm going to savor Jim.
What's it called when you have to drink alcohol to remember what
Quickly, you beat me to the punch.
Oh my God.
Because you can't remember, but you do know that you were massively drunk the last time you spoke with her. And that maybe if you recreated the circumstances under which you talked to her,
Oh my god.
this might be your only chance.
Hand me your coin, Craig!
you used it?
Hand me your coin.
You do,
I have to flip
in that
to know if I'm
box,
gonna get drunk or not.
have a case of very fine wine.
I know, I have to decide if I'm gonna get drunk or
Oh
not.
my God.
Brian Summer said if the creature's still in the closet, shouldn't we support it and let it know that no matter what its orientation is, we will accept it? Oh wait, actually, it's in the closet. Okay, sorry.
Literally in the closet, not
Filthy.
figuratively.
So Seraphina, we have a
Yes.
coin here. And heads and tails.
Heads.
Heads is Marcus deciding to get drunk and remember? Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna flip it. Dice can me.
Oh, good. I don't have to force you.
I say quickly. I need to get in. I need to get in the box quickly.
For what?
I need to get in the box.
For what?
Supplies.
What's the place?
This is urgent
What's
business.
going on?
To remember, Craig.
Remember what?
We don't have anything
What do you need?
to remember.
Craig, do you remember one time you told me what kind of wizard is the best wizard?
A drunk
You want some
wizard?
whiskey?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes, I do.
I kind of give him a wink and I throw him
And I catch it.
a bottle of whiskey.
A reflex save.
That's fine. I have two.
The whiskey.
Where did you keep that?
I pop the top.
You pop the top.
I drink it
On my
all.
person.
You begin
Oh my
to drink and drink
gosh.
and drink.
How big is that bottle?
Are we there yet?
No, he's drunk.
Oh, this episode's gonna get so much better.
Okay, are you done? Have you arrived?
I'm going to remember.
Do you need her to pretend that she's your friend Amy?
This is just JimJam just wanting
Very
Lord
good
Markus
memory.
to get drunk. He's not going to tell him any information.
Sneaky Alex.
I have a
Were you there?
memory.
No, no one was
This is
there.
good.
All we know is that he was naked running down the street in town.
yeah.
Do we have to
have
recreate
memory.
that?
I hope not.
That is
You
good.
I
drink.
mean, if you want to see him naked,
And drink.
then don't.
It takes a minute for it to set in because your body is very used to copious amounts of alcohol being consumed at a
He
quick
hasn't had a
rate.
drink in a couple days though.
Cheap date.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't had a drink in a couple of days. But soon, you find everything is much warmer now. You're feeling much calmer. These guys are far more hilarious and fun to be around.
Marcus.
And you
You're a
recall,
laugh riot.
Nobody's ever said that.
while Amy was talking at you, she was talking and talking. And you remember that she mentioned that her uncle and her aunt owned a cabin
That's right. So
north of town. They could always hear the sounds of the lumberjacks cutting wood. Made it very difficult to stay there overnight sometimes. When they had an early morning, they would rise with the sun and begin their chopping.
Are you done?
And the rest of it you had tuned out.
Marcus. Marcus.
Yeah.
So, Marcus, where would you say it is
Amy.
on this?
We gotta go north. I go out the door.
Okay.
I'm going north.
All right.
I'm going north.
You begin to go north.
North where?
We're going north. Amy has. There's a north near.
Marcus leaves and says, "We have to go north."
We follow.
You all
Follow.
head out after him.
We are literally following a drunk wizard to somewhere.
Where are you
Serafina,
going?
you
To
go up to Marcus.
save.
You grab him by the shoulders
Heroically.
and turn him around
To go north.
so that now he is indeed going north. And but he doesn't even notice. He's just like marching forward.
Going.
So you point him north and he begins marching.
Okay.
We are heroes.
You are led
Heroically.
by this stumbling drunk man outside of town. To the north.
North.
Before long on the horizon, you can see that a lot of the approaching wood area has been cut away by a very large, and you begin to see tents and the lumberjack camp that you guys remember you had saved previously, and Markus is marching forward.
I
Also-
see. There's a
There's a
cabin.
what? Jeez.
There's a cabin near.
Which you guys can see at this point as you're approaching the if you're scanning the area, you have a very wide view of everything, and well before you get to the lumberjack camp, he's talking about this cabin, and you can see that apart from the camp, there are a couple standing cabins, and he's pointing at one. He's, there I go.
I run.
I would like, before he runs, I would cure light wounds. Does that sober him up?
No,
No.
that would do nothing for him.
So,
Nothing
We have
can
stuff
save him
that-
now.
No, we have
As
stuff
we're
that
walking
sober.
along,
We don't. He's
just
better.
a
This
fond,
is much
a
better.
fond memory just falls into Squire Quigley's mind about
Yeah?
last time we were at the loggers' camp, and we had a drunk wizard riding around on my back like you.
It worked beautifully.
Fireballing off my back. And I think about the good times with Lord Markus.
It was a good
That's-
time.
You know, that's something that's been out of Squire Quigley's head for quite some time. I've only ever just remembered the bad things that he's done, but it's nice to remember the good things as well.
You remember the days when A-Team was strong, powerful, and drunk.
And drunk.
Shane Rudolph says Amy's in the cabin with Jonathan. I'm gonna say it for Quigley. How dare you?
That's right. How dare you? Oh, the 18's back in
18!
business now.
I'm striding boldly forward,
Running boldly forward.
fast, hurriedly, towards danger and certain doom, heroically.
Drunk. I love it.
And I stand back up after I fall down. And I keep
I was
going.
about to describe the
my
numerous
gosh.
times you had fallen down, but you beat me to it. Indeed, stumbling forward, you guys approach this cabin, and as you're approaching, and Markus is
Amy!
yelling. and-
Amy,
and-
we are here to
and-
save you.
You see that near this cabin there is a large stone well. There's the cabin itself, and the door to the cabin comes open as you guys are yelling. Some of you are yelling, stumbling forward. A young woman
Amy?
steps out,
Amy.
sees you coming. Her face drops. What do you do?
Is it Amy?
Amy! Amy, I found you. I found you. We found you.
Look, there's actually Amy.
There's Amy.
Aw.
There's Amy. Amy, you're here. So,
You guys have to go.
here. Oh, we're here.
You can't be here.
Yes, it is Taylor Swift, Doc.
Is it Taylor Swift?
I'm the producer of this show, and I get to choose. Nobody wanted to submit their NPC meeting.
Taylor Swift
So I made it. Yeah, of course it's Taylor Swift.
Does Tay-Tay know
I'm
that?
the producer. I get to choose who my love interest is. Yes, it is Taylor Swift.
His fantasies are so
Oh my
So far out there.
Amy,
So off the wall.
we are here to save you.
You have to go. You can't be here.
Well, you can't be here either. You are in grave danger. You have a book.
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Amy,
Stand up, knock him over.
I fall over.
You have the book. And I just come walking towards her.
Okay.
Very
Walking towards her, and she's like taking a step back, like trying, like
I'm like
shying away from
crawling
you.
towards Sassafrina, trying to grab hold of her.
Sassafrina.
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 Hey, you surfing
Sassafrina.
then?
Hey, Sasha.
Hey, Sassafrina.
This entire time, I'm just watching Inquisitor Seraphina go to work against the forces of evil,
yeah.
and I'm like, this woman gets it.
She does. She is on a mission. She is marching forward. She is bold. And
like
yeah, it is an inspiring thing to see her at work.
Don't you touch her. Sassafrina.
She finally is
Too late.
her back against the door. She's like visibly shaken, staring at you.
Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Good night, everybody. I'm done. I quit.
Hey, look what you just made him do.
I,
God not Jamie.
Little bad blood now?
I grab her by the scruff of
Yeah.
whatever, and
The scuff of her or
I
whatever.
And then stroke her hair.
open the door.
And then stroke
You
her hair.
open the door, okay.
I throw the door open and I
All right.
throw her in and I.
Wow.
I mean, she's just like you
going
can
in.
tell.
I'm
Like,
going in the building.
She's this young, like she there's no resistance
I'm
she can
moving
even
up
offer,
on
and you
this.
just
Good.
manhandling her, throw her in there.
Yep.
You
Woman
storm
handler.
after you, woman handler, throw her in there, and she is just terrified.
Hey! Don't do that. Hey, well, let's talk. Let's talk to Jamie.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it would happen. I didn't know.
What did you do?
I thought it was. I didn't understand, but as soon as I knew, I tried to stop it. But I
just smack her. She seems
Hey!
really crazy.
Hey!
Now speak to me clearly, woman.
I go to pull her hand off.
Hold him back.
No, don't.
I'm holding him back.
Speak to me normally, woman.
they said I just thought we would talk to some spirits. I needed help. I didn't know it was evil. I didn't know.
What did you?
This is the Evil Dead. There's a hag
They
in
opened the book.
the.
They said that we could talk to the spirits. They said that
Where's the
spirits could
book?
help us. It's
Bumbling
in the well.
thing.
I threw it in the well. I tried to get rid of it. I didn't want it to hurt anybody.
Oh, it's in the well?
Yes.
I go out and I...
All right.
Jump into the
And then
What
he dies.
exactly did you do? What did you read? How did you summon
I
it?
didn't read. They started reading from the book, and I could tell
are
something
they?
bad. The two men, the Jason and another guy. I didn't know him. He brought the book. He said that we could sell it, and they started reading. They said that we could ask the spirit questions, and I just
Thought it's ask a question.
I was so scared.
No, it's
But I realized I saw what was happening, and I knew I had to stop it. So I took the book, but I think it was too late because those creatures they came out.
Yeah, there's demons.
How many?
There were four, but they kept coming. They keep
there
coming
were-
out. They keep coming.
Was there one or two in her place?
There's one.
There was one in your apartment.
Yeah, but down in the basement.
In the basement?
Of Swiftwinds? Oh,
You
I'm
were
sorry.
in.
I'm in
You
the
were
well.
with Jason and the other guy.
Yes, yeah.
But there was
I took the book when I realized it was bad, but the things wouldn't stop coming.
What about the one in your closet?
When I got home, I tried to get rid of the book, but she wouldn't take it. She wouldn't buy it. So I took it home and the thing came out. So I
And you read
shoved it
it
in the
again?
closet and I ran. I didn't
Did
know what
you
else to
read
do.
it in your apartment?
No, they just keep coming. They won't stop.
You wouldn't read it in your apartment.
Hold on a second. You just
Make a
Shush.
knowledge planes check.
That's probably a no, but I don't.
Can I make a knowledge planes
If
check?
you have knowledge planes, you may.
Oh, I sure
Although
do.
you have a
I do.
You have a -4 penalty to your knowledge checks currently.
Down it.
Says a 15 on planes
Okay.
with yeah.
All right, see what he gets.
17.
17. Both of you actually realize that based on what she's telling you, you tell like she's speaking truth. Like she's way too scared to even bother trying to lie to you. You can tell that very likely, piecing together her story, what likely happened is they began a ritual and she stopped it midway.
Oh crap.
Which weakened. It didn't open the portal fully, but these little creatures have found a way to get through it. And she's telling you they keep coming, and it's very likely that until you would know that the only way at this point to shut it off, essentially, would be to complete the reading that was started. Would be the only way to actually end the spell effect. But you have no idea what comes through when you complete the
I
reading.
push her onto the ground.
Okay.
Stupid girl, and I turn around and
Holding
walk
back.
out.
Okay.
I've been outside.
I escaped Crag's
Okay.
grip.
And
No.
my first thing is I'm looking into the well. Is there water in there?
You see, yeah, there's the way down at the bottom. There's some water in the well.
I kind of pull up the bucket to see if it's full.
Bucket's sitting on the side. Like the bucket's nowhere. Yeah.
When I put it down,
Okay.
back up. Is it
Oh,
full
this
of
is not
water?
good.
Yeah,
Or is
there's
it
water.
just-
Yeah.
so I look, but I can see the bottom.
You can see, yeah, you can't see like very
down?
easily, but because there's a little bit of a covering on the well. You would guess maybe 25 feet.
It's gonna be Timmy
I
in the
go
well.
and I tie up a rope.
What is it, girl?
Yeah.
I tie up a rope to something strong.
Okay. Yeah.
And I believe that's similar to the amount of time that they've been in there. And I
Okay, yeah,
start
no, it's
working
fine.
my way down.
In
Essentially,
the meantime,
as you
while
guys
he's
are coming
climbing
out-
down, I escape Crag's grip.
No way. No way.
As
I escape Crag's grip.
No way.
I've done it.
it's gonna be.
So one.
He rolled a 1.
You don't escape nothing.
I escaped it.
Wow.
In the next 6 seconds, I try again.
Basically, he's sitting there. He's like, Crag, I'm escaping this grip. But he's not actually even moving. He's just like, I'm getting out. I'm gonna do it. And you're just like,
Let
you
me
just
talk to
keep
Amy.
holding
So
him.
Greg's just laughing.
Amy's right there.
Stop. Let me talk to Amy.
She's right there. Talk to her.
As you guys are exiting the cabin, you see Quigley has tied a rope, and he's like bracing himself against the lip of this well, and he's like, toodles, and climbing down.
What are you doing?
I'm going to get the book.
I don't.
Goodbye.
No. Okay. Oh, that's a good idea.
Make a climb check.
All right.
John Goodman says, potion to sober him up. The thing for hangovers? Alex fought like a dozen.
20!
Yes, but they don't
Easily
want me to sober
climb
him up.
down. You can see that while the water is deep, you could stand in it, and below you, in the water, is a thick, leather-bound tome.
I say, it's down. How big is the well?
I mean, you can stand there, like it's not, you're not like closed in. You can stand there and move, and I don't know.
Is there enough room that like something's going to pop up and attack me?
No,
I'm assuming.
you can see the bottom. Like you're fairly certain. Like this is a well. This is fine.
I say, it's right down here.
Grab
I'm gonna
it.
throw it up to you.
Throw it up.
No.
All right,
Be
so I-
very careful.
You're not gonna throw it like
it in
you
the
just.
bucket.
Even Quigley knows you're not gonna just chuck this thing 25 feet up and out of the well.
Put it in the
It's a big
bucket.
It's all right. I pick it up and I climb up.
You just climb up with it. That's fine.
Yes.
That's all you gotta do. Climb up. You get out. Serafina, you see him come out and he's holding this book and he has it in his hands.
There you go, Inquisitor Seraphine.
Well, here's the thing.
But you can feel it pulsing with latent magic.
So here's the thing.
All right.
She only halfway did the ritual. We need her to tell me which ritual she did, and also we need to finish it.
I escape Craig's grip.
No way.
So we have to do it and then close
No.
it.
It's a 6.
All right, let's go back inside towards
You do
her.
not
Would
escape
it be
nothing.
smart to perhaps do this in an extra dimensional space where these creatures could not escape into our plane?
I escape Craig's grip.
Is that a thing?
An extra dimensional space. I mean,
do I
you're
do?
aware of them.
That we could-
You don't know of a way to just produce one, but he seems pretty confident in what he's talking about.
CM.
Might have access
23.
to an extra dimensional space that is big enough to fight things in.
Don't make me knock you out.
I escape Craig's grip.
Don't make me knock you out. No.
Bitch
That's
slap
a lot
him.
of flailing.
Bitch slap
In
him.
this
So I'm gonna take Alex's.
breathe.
I'm gonna bitch slap him. I'm gonna take her advice and bitch slap him.
Hey guys, Alex here. I know you're gonna hear it again, but why don't you hop over to facebook.com/dragonsandstuff at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Friday nights and watch us live. You can chat with us and you could possibly win a prize by sharing our episode. So hop on over there. What are you waiting for?